Actually, the first thing I want to do is kind of just show you this video. So, May 7th is when this is supposed to come out. And I'm assuming it's probably launching in South Korea. I don't know as far as the US, but yeah, for this phone, it's looking pretty good, at least from what I can tell. Um, it looks pretty sharp. Sharp. I sound like an old man. It's sharp. It's hip. Yeah, you see the little notch on the top there, but otherwise, yeah, it has that slight curve, but it doesn't look awful because there's still bezels that surround it, but it looks pretty symmetric. And it looks like a pretty damn tall phone. That is a tall phone. I can't remember if they what the just some of the specs there. I don't know what the display is, the aspect ratio, but you can see there IP68, water resistant, 4300 milliamp hour battery. Um, it it looks pretty nice for a Snapdragon 765. I think it's a G. Is that what they're putting in there? So it's a Snapdragon 700 series chipset. This is the same chipset they're going to be putting in the Pixel 5, but it looks it looks pretty clean. My question is the price on what they're putting this at. Um, it's going to have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Um, the display looks pretty good for what it is. I'm just wondering how well this 765 chipset is going to perform. And yeah, this stylus or this pen or pencil or whatever. I don't know if it comes with it. I don't know if it's part of the package. I've actually never used one. I don't know if you guys have. Um, if you guys even find it beneficial, I don't really care. I mean, it's cool that they have one, but I'm just more interested in the phone in general. And I'm also wondering how good that UI is going to be. Like, how clean is that UI? How much extra stuff is on it? Um, and it looks like it's not. Oh, is that's not an okay? So you have to only use the LG version. I'm guessing of a stylus. Maybe that white color is nice. I would totally rock that color. And then the raindrop design, right? So it's a 3 camera setup in the back, and it goes from like ascending to descending order inside. I don't even know I have these headphones on. I'm not listening to the audio, but so I think that's the main shooter up top, and then an ultra wide camera lens, and then is it a macro or no? Is it a depth sensor? I can't remember now. And then selfie cam. I mean, it looks like a pretty decent phone. So even though they're throwing a Snapdragon 765 in there, it does look pretty high end. I'm just wondering what that price is going to be. If it's going to be, I guess some people were saying it's probably going to be in the $500 US price point, which might be right. Is that a glass partition? Like, is that guy on the other side of a glass partition, or is that completely? No, it's completely open. I just didn't know if the rules were differently. Oh, that's a nice color too. What is that? Is that like an orange with like a? I like that color. Actually, all those colors look pretty good. Um, I feel like they have the design down pretty well put together. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So we expect the formal announcement of the LG Velvet to happen on May 7th, so 2 days from now, which is what, Thursday, which is however, a YouTube channel published a video today that shows the new flagship smartphone from pretty much every angle. We also see the previously rumored stylus that looks quite a bit like the Apple Pencil. It's unclear if this is a product LG will launch with the Velvet, but it works with an app called Nebo that appears to be pre-installed on the phone. Either way, the person operating the camera in the video uses the stylus on the Velvet for a bit. I mean, I can't even see myself carrying a stylus with me. I mean, it's cool that it has it. I don't see myself buying one if I ever bought the phone. Overall, the video makes the LG Velvet seem like a real flagship phone. It really does. I mean, it seems pretty, it seems pretty high end, even though the specs might not completely show that. It's got a unique design, some great colors. I'm actually really impressed with the colors. A good display, a unique camera system, and some premium specs. I don't know if the camera system is that unique. just the design of the camera system might be unique. Other than that, I don't think it's a unique system in general. Of course, it doesn't have a flagship processor, but the Snapdragon 765 will get the job done. That has yet to be seen. That's too early to say that it's going to get the job done because we really don't know yet. As mentioned earlier, we expect the LG Velvet to officially land on May 7th. We'll find out everything we need to know about the phone then, including how much it will cost. I think that's the only thing that's left that we need to know about the phone is how much it's going to cost. So I wasn't really too excited about the phone. It wasn't something that was really on my radar. I mean, yeah, we keep getting these leaks and whatever about it. But even when it initially got announced, I was like, okay. But looking at it there, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. I think I'm just a little more worried about um, the UI, how obtrusive it might be. I mean, it might not be. We don't know. And the price. Because if this thing is popping off at over $500, that's going to be a tough sell, I think. So, including how much it'll cost, when you'll be able to get it, and where it will land throughout the world. I hope it comes to the US because right now, right, we're just seeing like this video here. They're already promoting it in. I'm assuming that's South Korea. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I wonder where it's going to launch at, and if it's going to be a globally available phone. Vince Arcade, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. LG, no red velvet. That makes a lot of sense. Why didn't I think about that? Why is there no red velvet? Vizikos also says price will make or break this phone. I agree. But judging from V60, I think the price will be good. Fingers crossed, right? Marcus Allen. Hey, Marcus, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if I've seen you in here before. If it performs well, we may have an idea of how the Pixel 5 will perform. Very good. That's an excellent point. And that's something I've been waiting for, is to see how well a Snap 765 chipset is going to work. I mean, if anything, if it does work well, it might even work better on a Pixel 5 because it's going to have a cleaner skin, is my or a more bare bones OS is my assumption. But yeah, I feel the same way. Anyway, thanks for joining the stream, Marcus. Glad to see you here. Baziko says 21:9 aspect ratio. That's such a tall display. That's it's not that I don't like big phones, but that's just, I mean, I don't know. Like my iPhone 11 Pro, I feel like is big enough already. And then after using my iPhone SE for a while, like I'm kind of getting used to having a smaller phone again. Vizikos also says here, LG UI looks very much like One UI. I mean, that's a good thing, right? So it's not too crazy. Kind of a light skinned version of Android, I guess. If anything, me, I've been saying it for a while. I would rather just try to mod it and try to, keep it as stock Android as possible. So Saksham says here, LG is really sluggish when it comes to software updates. That's also very true. And I mean, they're kind of notorious for that. I think when you buy an LG phone, you have to know outright that it's probably not going to get the latest and greatest of updates or how long it's going to support it for. When I had my LG G5 and LG G6, I think I barely got updates on it. It was very far and few between. So you're right, though. That's a good point. Yeah, love the look of the Velvet. I agree. It looks really nice. Again, I wasn't too excited about it, and then I saw it here, and I'm like, oh, I could rock that. I could definitely rock it. Mint Arcade says what LG really needs right now is a marketing edge. Yeah, I don't know who runs their marketing department, but if the phone is going to be good, like let's say it's a solid phone, then at least the big tech sites are going to report it, and they'll give it its respect. I think maybe if it's priced well enough, I might consider getting it. I don't know. Money's tight, so who knows? And Big House also says, I love the fact that it will have a dual screen. I mean, it's nice to know that it's compatible with it, right? So for someone that does want it, that wants to add that accessory on there, it's not a bad idea at all. No, definitely.